Oh, Stevani, this is the question, y'all. Do you have any tips on making the connection with yourself a good one rather than a critical one? Friend, I'd be a millionaire if I had that answer, but I'm going to go ahead and try. I'm going to go for my millions with this answer, okay? Because this is something I think so many of us are working on, and maybe we're so used to that critical voice that we don't even realize what it's doing. It's literally the voice we always hear, so we don't differentiate it between critical and a good voice. So first of all, I want to just say yay you and yay us for attacking this and for you asking this question, because this speaks to so many people. Here, I can only again speak to how I have tackled this. One, I've done a lot of therapy. That's helping me. Second, I have recently done what they call inner child unblocking and inner child work. And I did it through a platform called To Be Magnetic. It's a website that has a lot of different prompts and coursework for unpacking those internal voices that are so negative, or the limiting beliefs that come from our unconscious mind and are just narratives that we have had for so long. They just run on autopilot. They just automatically start doing their thing. And so when I want to connect to self in a good way, not a critical way, as you put it, here's the thing I started with. As I've done some of this work where I see myself as the little girl I was, as the baby I was, as the young adult that I was, I'm able to look at myself with a lot more compassion and understanding and love. And it's a little bit like I talk to myself, or at least try to, like I'm that little girl. How I would talk to a friend. We're so hard on ourselves. The languaging we even use towards ourselves is so brutal sometimes. And so I really understand your question, and it is exhausting to go to that place where you go, yeah, no wonder you wouldn't want to connect with yourself. If connecting with self felt like what you're describing, which then it just becomes a critical place, yeah, that's a buzzkill. I wouldn't want to be there either. So I'm so with you on that. So how do we take that back, harness a little control and go, wait a minute, I'm taking control of this narrative and this chatter in my head. And I'm going to slow it down for a minute, and I'm going to ask questions of it and go, wait a minute, where did that come from? And maybe dismantle it. And I think as we do that, that connection time to self starts to become better and less critical. That would be what I would have to say to that. And I'm looking to, and that was it. I wrote this down for you as well. I love Don Miguel Ruiz. He is an author. He has a book called The Mastery of Self. He wrote the 4 Agreements. He's amazing. And for whatever reason, there is something in his writing and in the thoughts in those books that helped me to have a kinder, gentler, higher integrity, beautiful, loving take on my connection to myself and my connection to others. So I really recommend those resources as well. You can also Google him and you'll hear him on interviews and podcasts. So if books aren't your vibe, there's a lot of other ways to hear from him and hear his wisdom and let it kind of penetrate your mind and your soul so that you can start to make that shift. So I am rooting for you. I am in it with you right now. I so get you. You got this.